What's up guys, Jordan here, and today we're playing some Ironsight. We're going to be taking a look at the M4. Right now rocking the blue camo, just got that, really enjoying it. This is actually one of my favorite weapons in the game right now. To get started off, we're going to talk about the ammo. You get a standard 30 round clip with 90 in your pouches. The damage is 28, which is fairly reasonable for a weapon of this tier. The accuracy, you got 83, which is fairly high. Really enjoying that. The range is 57, which is the main downside of this weapon. The damage fall off is actually pretty quick, and the fire rate is 76, so it has a fairly high fire rate with reasonable accuracy as well, so it's pretty easy to manage the recoil, as well as hip fire with this weapon is pretty viable. The mobility is 92, which is amazing. You can get across the map or to wherever you're traveling extremely quick, and it's really reliable in that way as well. The recoil 72, which is fairly reasonable as well. This weapon is very well rounded. Nothing really stands out in particular as far as statistics go, but everything is balanced. The weapon just feels well rounded. I mean, the mobility, the fire rate, the accuracy, the damage, all is spot on and really meshes together with each other really well for a really good, well-rounded weapon. Like I said, this is one of my favorite weapons in the game right now, really enjoying it. I would highly recommend using this at close to medium range, as the damage fall off is pretty prevalent. So at long ranges you're going to be taking 5 or 6 bullets to kill your enemy, which is a lot more than a lot of other weapons in this game, so you can get outplayed even if another player across the map misses some of their shots. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, with the mobility is what I'm really enjoying with this weapon. With the fire rate, you can kind of just run around, get to where you need to be, get to the other enemies' spawn a lot faster than other weapons, and then just open hip fire, walk into a room, start spraying, and you're good to go. So that's what I've really been enjoying with this weapon. I would not recommend, camping out with this weapon, staying in the same spot, because the fire rate is fairly high. So if you're in the same spot, you get a couple enemies, they're gonna come back and get you. And so if you're 1v3, even 1v2, you can run out of ammo really quick if you're not hitting exactly on your target. And I would not recommend getting high ground because of the range on this weapon. Out in some maps where there's windows that overlook long areas of the map, I wouldn't recommend standing up there and trying to get those long shots, because you're just going to waste a whole clip to get one enemy at a long range, and it's not very effective, and you'll run out of ammo very quickly since there's no type of scavenger perk in this game. But other than that, this weapon is really viable. At close range it's very deadly, not so much as like an AR-57, but it's very comparable to that weapon, just a little bit longer range, a little bit more recoil control at medium range. I would call this weapon the medium range version of the AR-57. Yeah, the gun looks great, the reload animations are good, the bullet accuracy is really good, especially with a laser sight. Hip fire is really good. And that's what I'm going to get into the attachments. I like to recommend the laser sight on most of my weapons, but particularly on this one, it's really helpful, because the hip fire without it isn't actually too great, but when you put the laser sight on there, the hip fire actually gets really, really good and really viable. And yeah, that's why I would highly recommend the laser sight on here. I've had a lot of good luck with the ACOG scope on this weapon, just because at the longer ranges the damage falls off, so it's really important that you get your bullets on target, which the ACOG scope really helps with. But if you're not into the ACOG scope and you want to be more close range, if it's a smaller map, I would highly recommend just the regular red dot or this clear sight that I got on right now. This one actually shows your ammo, which is really helpful because again, you run out of ammo really quickly with this weapon. And so just when you're aiming down sights, being able to see right in your peripheral vision without having to look down at the bottom of the screen what your ammo is really helpful. I would recommend rushing with this weapon. It definitely is a rushing weapon, again, because the long range is just not there. But yeah, I've really been enjoying this weapon. I highly recommend it on like Cloud9 or Outpost. Those two maps are really viable for this weapon, and like here you see Dam as well. There's a lot of medium range spots that this weapon really benefits from. But yeah, let me know down in the comments section what you guys are thinking about the M4. It is one of my favorite weapons right now. It's a little bit different than the other ones, so it takes a little bit of practice to get used to, but once you master it, it becomes a pretty lethal weapon. And you know, if this helped anybody out, if you guys enjoyed this, you know, go ahead and leave a like if you want to, leave a comment if you have any questions, and if you want to see whenever I'm streaming or whenever I'm uploading. I play a ton of different games, mainly Ironsight right now, really enjoying this. So, you know, if you want to see whenever I'm streaming, see whenever I upload, just hit that sub button and you can join the Crit Army, guys. I appreciate you guys taking your time to come out here and check out these videos. I put quite a bit of time into these, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this game so far. I would highly recommend you check out the M4 if you have not yet. And yeah, take it easy, and thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it.